Never let perfect be the enemy of good. Hey everybody, welcome in to another edition of 5 Fantastic Minutes. Brian right here, and we're entering part 2 of our ongoing series of signs that you are sabotaging your own success. That could be employees, business owners, that could be in your life out there having nothing to do with your business whatsoever. Employees, it could be your career at work. Business owners out there, doctors, orthodontists, dentists, restaurant owners, whatever it is that you do, it could be in your business. In part 2 today, we're going to be talking about something that actually leads to what I talked about in part 1. Part 1, we talked about anxiety wasn't the topic, but I did mention how anxiety can come from procrastination, and procrastination was part 1. And I talked about just doing, all right? If you haven't watched that video, I gave all of you an assignment to just pick one thing within the next week of watching that video that you are anxious about. It could be going to your business owner and asking for a raise. It could be having that difficult conversation with your husband, your wife, a spouse, whatever it may be. Check it off the list, no matter how hard it is, because as we talked about in that, waiting around is only going to make you more anxious, right? Procrastination is a horrible thing. It's the enemy of progress, and it absolutely will sabotage your life, career, and your business. Today, we're going to be talking about perfectionism. That's why I started off. I have a saying, and I started off at the end, do not let perfect get in the way of good, right? But another saying I love to say is crap implemented really well will always supersede and defeat really good ideas, really great ideas, innovative ideas that sit on the shelf. And unfortunately, humans are not created as wonderful implementers, right? We just try to make things so damn perfect that it ends up just sitting on the shelf. We search for so much information before we actually act, which is the deep dive effect. And that actually gets us to a point where we don't implement at all, right? We want it to be so great, so perfect, and then we don't do it. And this is, for a lot of you out there, this is a real thing. Clinicians watching, orthodontists, dentists, whatever it may be, plastic surgeons, this is a real thing for you because you have this one side of your brain that wants to be perfect clinically. And when you apply that to your business, you completely sabotage yourself, right? You don't want to do some new clinical thing and just wing it on a patient, obviously, and hurt them or come out with a horrible result. But on the business, that's the best thing you can do. Employees watching in your career, the very best thing you can do if you have an idea on how to help your fellow team members, an idea on how to self-educate yourself to be better at your job, better in life, a better spouse, a better boyfriend, girlfriend, a better leader in and out of the office, just do it. I talk about, and this is a podcast coming, talk about a lot for clinicians out there. You'll appreciate this. And I know it shouldn't be this way, but the reality is it is this way, is if you have 2 practices and I go to this practice and this clinician, I walk in and I say, look, man, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I want out of treatment. I'm happy with where we're at. A lot of clinicians will be like, no, we've got more work to do. You're not done. And then you go into this other office and you tell the same, that clinician, hey, I'm done. I just want out of these. I'm finished. I can't do this anymore. Clinician says, awesome. Thanks for being a part of our family. It was a great journey. The result looks great. Let's get you out of these things. Let's get you rocking and rolling. Who wins? And in the perfect world, you could say, well, this probably comes out a little bit better clinically, but it's so minimal that only the clinician will be able to tell. This is how you sabotage yourself. This one, the second one that I just said, they win. You just created a fan that's going to refer. They had a wonderful in-treatment experience. The perfect one over here, you're not creating fans, you're not going to get referrals, and you are absolutely sabotaging your practice in this case and your business. All right, this is an example of how perfectionism, look, the same thing with procrastination. The more perfect we try to make it, the more we procrastinate from implementing it, the more anxiety that then's created, right? What I want all of you to do in part 1, I gave you that assignment, like I said, and today is the same way. If you have an idea on your mind, if there's something you've been wanting to do, whatever it may be, I want you to implement it as fast as you possibly can, right? The sign of a wonderful entrepreneur are the people that implement their ideas faster than everybody else, screw them up faster than everybody else, and then stay the journey learning how to improve and fix it. You will fail if you try to implement fast, it messes up, and you say, screw it, throw it in the trash. That's not what I want you to do. That's a sign of a business owner, not a sign of a great entrepreneur. Right? I want you to be the first to screw it up, the first to implement it, the first to then fix it, sit with your team, et cetera, et cetera. Forget perfect. Throw it in the trash. Do not let perfect be the enemy of good, everybody. Implement your ideas. Do not procrastinate, like we said in part 1. Do not let perfectionism end up causing you to procrastinate, causing the anxiety to go up and up and up and up. Just implement things as fast as you possibly can in your life, your career, and or your business out there, everybody, and you will win. Hope you enjoyed part 2 of this series. We'll be back with part 3 soon. Have a great rest of your week. We'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.